Hello and welcome to my makeup declutter for November 2024. So I have a long-standing, just insanely sensitive eyes, and the last couple of months they have been extra irritated. I have not been able to wear eye makeup, and I have had to extra double down on my efforts to be very careful what I use on my eyes. So for strictly expiration purposes, in pretty much every case here, I am getting rid of some things. They are very good products. It's just things that I am phasing out to make sure that I am being super careful with what I put on my face. Starting with these Honeybee Gardens shadow sticks. I really love Honeybee Gardens. I've used them for many years. I love that they came out with these shadow sticks, and I just went a little overzealous and got a bunch of them, and it was just too many to have at once. They have a 1-year shelf life, and I probably should, like in the future, if I want to get any, I'll just get 1 or 2 at a time. But we're going to go over those. So these are going, but they're a good product. I will also say I am a big fan of Phytosurgence products, and compared to my Phytosurgence, like I would rather wear the Phytosurgence in most cases just because they have such an amazing shelf life, and those have been my favorites for a long time. So a lot of these are colors that I could have gotten. They have a very neutral range. So in some cases I might have a Phytosurgence one, and therefore I don't need to consider the Honeybee Gardens one. But the Honeybee Gardens ones are good, but they don't have like a similar kind of lasting power, like they're gonna crease, that kind of thing. So, but these are quite pretty, and I love that they do not irritate my eyes as long as my eyes are doing well, which has not been the case lately. I think they're just very irritated with the allergens here. So one thing you'll notice about this right off the bat is it is falling out. So a few of them did do that, and again, these are not quite a year old. Some of them aren't technically even expired yet, but because I'm just being extremely careful about my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of them at the same time. And just, I think I have to be really committed to just having less eye products open at once, because like I just am never going to be able to, I'm never going to be somebody who can keep something, well past the expiration date. That just doesn't work for me. So this one right here is, oh, do I have a name? This is called Sunshine. These initial ones didn't have the names on them, so I taped them on. So this is Sunshine, and there were some shimmer ones and some matte ones. But as you can see, that is quite pretty. Then we have Desert Sand, which is a matte. I do feel like as as I age in general, this is Twinkle Pink. I do feel like cream shadows are just in general working better for me. They seem to do better with the eye dryness and just having super sensitive eyes. And then also I think they look better as my, eyelids aren't as smooth as they once were. It's honestly harder to put on eyeliner and things like that, which has probably been one of the big things that's led me to do more simple, like one and done kind of eyeshadow. So this one is Seashell. These are all really pretty neutrals. But I have long been a fan of Honeybee Gardens eyeshadow formula, and I honestly am more drawn to these than palettes these days. I keep trying to put them in there. This one is Sangria, which is also really pretty and also has fallen out of the package. So that is one. I do think that there's some improvements that could be made on the packaging with these, but that one's really super pretty. This one is Riverstone. But yeah, definitely This is Cabernet. Sad to be getting rid of these. I do often wish, that one's super pretty. I love how vibrant that is. I do often wish that I had the ability to use things a bit longer. I know a lot of people don't worry about expiration dates. Let's see, this is Lavender Moon. Oh, that one fell out too. So that is definitely a concern with these. Several of them fell out. There's Lavender Moon. I quite like that. I love a cool toned purple. They're the best. And then this last one is Dusky Rose. So, yes, I would consider one of two of these at a time in the future. So that is the Honeybee Gardens Instant Eyeshadow Sticks. Okay, I have one random Kosas wet lip oil. This was the free birthday gift from Sephora. And I am just kind of over these because every time I have one of these, and it's usually from a promo, every one of these I've had goes bad well before it expires. So it just, I don't know, it smells expired, it tastes expired, and I only got it in April, and I was only using it like the last maybe 2 months. So I was going to try to use this one up, and I was starting to get some dips in it, but it's gross. So yeah, I am over these. I do not think that they last. Here were a couple of Kosas, not Kosas, these were some Phytosurgence blushes that, this is like my very favorite shade. This is Evaporate, so I'm getting rid of the old one, and I have already replaced these two new ones. So this is Evaporate, which is like my very favorite color in my very favorite blush formula from Phytosurgence. It is the best. So I did repurchase that. And I have also replaced, so this one is Evaporate, which is my very favorite. And then I have also replaced Condensate, which is also really pretty. And these are insanely pigmented, but I love those colors. They're moody and amazing. They make me very happy. So highly recommend these Phytosurgence blushes. I also really love their eyeshadows. It's like my favorite eyeshadow formula now. And then here is, let's see, we have these two bronzers here. So this one's a bummer. This is the Glossier Cloud Paint that just came out in the bronzer colors. This is Sail, which is the lightest one. And I really like this color, but it has the shortest shelf life, which I hate. I really liked it. I think it's very pretty. But I'm just trying to stick to expiration dates, and the 6-month shelf life, it feels like you blink and it's gone. And you don't have a chance to use your products, so that's why I wouldn't get this again. But otherwise, I really liked it. And I know a lot of people don't care about expiry dates, but I would love to see them extend the shelf life of this formula. And now knowing that these only last for 6 months, I'm not going to get any other cloud paints because I just think that's disappointing. And I have other bronzers. Like, I feel like a bronzer needs to last a year. So there's that. And then here's a e.l.f. Luminous Putty Bronzer. And this one I can tell has gone off, but this one did last a full year, which was nice. I didn't get very far in it. This was the Luminous Putty one, and I just had others. But I do like these. I liked the regular one better than this Luminous one, but I think it was more just I had too many bronzers this year, and this one kind of got neglected. But I do like the e.l.f. bronzers, but I do prefer the matte version of this. Back here we have a Moira blush. I use a lot of Moira stuff. This is the Love Heat Cream Blush in I Miss You. I have several shades of this, and I've gone through several shades. This is a really nice hot pink. And it's going because it's expired, but that's the only reason. But I absolutely would repurchase this color, and in general, I've purchased several of these. They're awesome. And they actually, I love a lot of things about Tower 28, but these actually have a longer shelf life than the Tower 28 runs. Okay, I'm running out of hand room. So here we have the Moira. These are, let's see, the Star Show Shadow Pots. And immediately I was drawn to this crazy deal. And it is beautiful, and I think I used it like once or twice. Just because it's so incredibly vibrant. It's like very, very pigmented and amazing. So I always had this goal, like I was like, I'm gonna put that on with an eyeliner brush. And that just did not happen, but it is absolutely beautiful. So I don't know that I would buy this color again like my fantasy self really wants to, because it's absolutely gorgeous. But I don't know if I would actually get it again in the future, but it's amazing. And if you want a super vibrant blue, I would highly recommend this one. For the rest of them, I mostly, was seeking out the not quite so vibrant colors. I really think this one, let's see, this is Just Right. This one's really nice because this one has kind of like a cool duochrominess to it. It's that kind of like blue-brown duochrome thing, which I absolutely love. So this is definitely one I would get again. And then this one is OMG. And it's another duochrome. This one's kind of like a gold. It's like a gold with green. I don't like, honestly, it's like green and pink sparkles. It's really cool. But yeah, for years I loved the idea of like, the super high end, like the hourglass shadows and stuff like that. And these are awesome. I don't get any irritation from them as long as my eyes are in good shape and not having other issues. This one, ooh, this is a cool color. This is called Quartz. This is a neat, just kind of like super flashy white. So yeah, I think these are awesome. I'll probably just buy like less of them at a time in the future, but I absolutely will get a few of these again because they are amazing. And that's honestly my favorite eyeshadow of all the Moira options. It is fabulous. And I really like that those have a 2-year shelf life. And then another Moira, this is the Diamond Days Liquid Shadow. This also has a 2-year shelf life. I'm going to go ahead and retire it now. Technically, I've got another month or 2 on it, but because I've been having issues and it's a liquid product and everything, I just think it's smart. But you can see I made a huge dent in this. I actually at one point thought that I might have a chance at using it up, but I haven't been able to wear eyeshadow lately. So that is just absolutely beautiful. And this is called Regal. So highly recommend the Diamond Days Liquid Shadow. It is super pretty. And I did not like the ones that are liquid pigments. Wasn't into those. Really like the Diamond Days. And then last year I had gotten a Rare Beauty kit, and it had these 2 blushes and then 2 highlighters. And for whatever reason, the blushes have a 1-year shelf life and the highlighters have a 2-year shelf life. Not sure what's up with that, but I did think since I have I have a good amount of blush, there's no reason to keep ones that are expired when I have ones that are fresh. So these are really nice, but I am going to let them go. This one is Wisdom. And I don't feel like I need to like run out and find these colors again because I have a good amount of colors. This is Virtue, which I love that, but clearly that is a color I am drawn to, like say over here in the Phytosurgence. This is actually closer to the Phytosurgence Smolder, but yeah, so probably don't need to run out and get those anytime soon, but I did like them. And next up, I just have these 2 Pacifica palettes. So for a person with eye allergies, Pacifica eyeshadow palettes have been amazing for me. They came out with these like 2 years ago, I think. And so these do have a 2-year shelf life, so I am retiring them now because we're coming up on that 2 years. I actually already have bought this one again. This one, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy again, but I mean, I'm sure it will happen at some point, but I've just really been enjoying my creams more than palettes these days. But this is, what's this one called? Purple Nudes, and then this one is Cocoa Nudes. And I just think Cocoa Nudes is the best. You can see I have a few good dips going in there. The only thing I will say is these kind of like fun looking, like there's no pigment to either of those, which was a strange choice. But despite that, I really, really like this formula a lot, and I do highly recommend if you are feeling palettes still, which I know some people aren't. These Pacifica palettes are wonderful. So we'll absolutely get these again in the future. Have already repurchased this one. So that is all of my declutters, and this helps me get into 2025 with everything cleaned out and fresh. So thank you so much for watching this declutter.